Welcome to an incomplete guide to personal growth. We invite you to take a breath and take a listen to our podcast that explores the wonder, humor, challenges, and sometimes those self-inflicted wounds on a journey of personal growth.
Our weekly podcast conversations include stories, resources, and tools that you can incorporate into your daily life. We're the mother-daughter duo of Sydney
And Kelly.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sydney.
How are you?
I'm good. We're back.
Yes, we're back with Kristin again
Yes.
this week. Awesome Enneagram 6 coach here with us, but she knows all things Enneagram. So kind of getting into, hopefully listeners can learn more about themselves.
Yes.
And get into some Enneagram stuff.
Yeah.
But you have a story about me.
I do. So I'll never forget, you were 5 years old and you went to choir at church, and they had a little dinner every night, every Sunday. And so I'd give you $2 and you'd take it.
Yeah.
And then one time I didn't have $2. I had a $5 bill. And you said, Mom, it's $2. I said, they'll give you change. You said, I don't know that. Are you sure? I said, no, they will. Well, Mom, it's $2. And you just got so upset. So you made me write a note.
I did.
That said, is $2? My mom only has $5. Is that okay? And
will I get change?
Will I get change? She didn't believe me.
No.
So I had to send a note to these people at church who knew me because I worked there
You
with
did
my
work
daughter
there.
because she didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Oh
church.
my gosh.
So
Yes.
fearful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fearful and wanting a certain path,
Yeah. Yes.
wanting certainty.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I want to know what's going to happen, and I have no external assurances except what you're saying, Mom.
Yeah. It's that person.
At a young age, she didn't
Also,
trust
it
me.
reveals it also reveals the lack of, like, if it's not what I think, I can handle it,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
the ultimate,
Yes.
Yeah.
60 fear.
I mean, and
Mhm.
I was what? 5.
You were 5
6.
and you didn't
So-
have faith in your mother already.
Or herself. It's
Or
very
myself.
tender.
Or
yes.
yourself. There you go. That is
And
so
certainly
funny.
not the
Oh my gosh. Do you think
people taking the money.
Yeah.
what age do you think, like, do you know what types, like, your kids are and stuff?
Well,
Or do you
I
try not to?
actively try not to type them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then also, I don't trust myself to know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think.
So I go with flavors. I mean, I have really, 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 I don't know how to, I hate this word to describe children, but good kids,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're tender and they're interesting and they're
Mhm.
kind and they are interested in our guidance still, even though my oldest is 15. So that just
Yeah.
feels lucky and
Mhm.
probably type-ish in
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah.
They're just wonderful.
Oh.
That's so neat. That's
Would
great.
you say
I
that
get
about
vibe.
me?
No, yeah, I would. I would. You were kind. You were kind, and so I don't know where you got that from. But I always wondered where did she,
Where did I get that from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
funny.
both girls were.
Yeah.
Y'all
We
were
were
good
pretty.
kids.
We were
Y'all
pretty.
were caring. Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
But it
I do want to
isn't-
go on record and say, I do think all kids are good.
Yes, they're
they-
good
yeah.
inside.
Isn't
It's
that
important
great?
for me to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
No, so with
Every
y'all.
time I parent, Charles, it's like
There's not
good.
bad. It's sometimes
Right.
you make choices that go the other direction. But
We
you
have
are good.
strategies
Yes.
to try to get our needs met
Yep.
that can be difficult to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And you've
So
always
much.
believed that too.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, I don't believe in shame.
No. So let's get into, we talked last week
Mhm.
about our triads. Head, heart, and then body.
Sorry. I started head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Oh
But
my
okay.
gosh.
That's where my head went. Sorry.
That's great.
ADD. Okay.
Yes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So 4 centers. We're going to get into the toe center today. Yeah.
Where I live from.
Oh
No.
my gosh. Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that.
I think now, like, we kind of touched on where their core feelings come from,
Yes.
where their kind of almost beliefs come from.
Mhm.
So what are ways, can we maybe get into a little deeper on like maybe how types could be self-aware or what they need to work on, or, like kind of getting in a little more nitty gritty into
Mhm.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start let's go in the same order as last time.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the head center.
So decisive, Sydney. I love it.
She-
Which is great.
I will tell you.
You still do the
I
finger.
still do the finger. I will tell you. I will tell you. Once I make a decision, like even shopping, I make a decision about what I want. Yeah, I can go to other stores, but I'm going to the thing.
Once the decision's made, it's made.
It's made. It's done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to remember about yourself
Yes.
as we head into
Yes.
the head center.
Yes.
So the kind of bummer of the Enneagram, not only does it reveal the ways that can be icky, let's just
Mhm.
say, the ways that we are disconnected from source, from God, however we like to talk about it. The work is to really turn toward the thing that you most don't want to. So
Mm.
every person has a
Mhm.
core desire
Yeah.
and a core fear. So we're
Mhm.
like, I think of it like, here's our core fear, and we're running away from it
Yeah.
in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just like,
No
oh,
thanks.
so we're trying to meet this need by going the wrong way.
Mm.
So because I know six best internally and
Yeah.
externally, I
Mhm.
can say sixes have fear
Mhm.
inside their bodies, but our strategies are all about not contacting that fear.
Yes.
So we're like, I'm going to plan, I'm going to prepare, I'm going to test, I'm going to check
Mhm.
out, I'm going to doubt, I'm
Yeah.
going to do all of these things so I don't
Mhm.
feel that fear.
Mhm.
So, sad news, our work is to actually learn to be with our fear and
Mhm.
essentially learn it isn't something to avoid, it's
Yeah.
something
Mhm.
to
Be
befriend and be with, which means not listening to all the stories, the narratives that
Yeah.
the fear is constantly spinning
Same.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But we have fears about that.
Yep.
Sydney,
Yeah.
what just
So
test my theory. What do you
Yeah.
think will happen if you stop paying attention to all the stories?
well, then what if the stuff actually happens? What
Right.
if? It's always what if. What
Yeah.
if I didn't think through and, so then it happens. My
Yeah.
fear actually
Right.
happens. Well, then what do I do?
That's right.
I could have thought through it and prepared, but I didn't.
Just go
So
with the
the
flow.
level of responsibility that sixes are
Mhm.
carrying is
Oh,
so
it's
weighty.
heavy.
It's
Yeah.
everything you just said. If I could have thought it through, I should have thought it through.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
So if something bad happens, it somehow actually is my fault.
Everything is my fault. Yes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really
That's the
tender.
belief. Yeah.
And then everyone else is like, well, no, it's not. Just know that it's not. Well,
Well,
okay. Then we wouldn't be talking about a core fear.
yeah.
Yeah.
These are not to be trifled with.
Yes. And I think that's the hardest part is when people do
What?
that, it's like you're writing me off or
Exactly.
I'm too much.
Oh.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
too much
that's.
for thinking through stuff. You're writing
That's right.
off what my feelings.
Oh
But we
And
don't
then
man.
I don't want
know.
to go to you and I fear you.
The catch, of course,
Wow.
Sydney, is it's not our
Yeah.
feelings. If we knew it was our feelings, we would have more ownership. So this is part of our work. It's like, I'm
Mm.
scared,
Yeah.
but we don't want to say that.
No.
We're like,
Never.
listen, the
No, because I
problem
am.
is that you're not da 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 da. The
Yeah.
real issue is I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's like ill.
Ew. No. I can't be
Yeah.
scared.
Okay, so that's enough about us. We're done
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah.
ourselves under the
Yeah.
bus here.
I know.
So, we can talk about some positive stuff about
No,
people.
that's the thing about the Enneagram. It's all that's negative. You type 9? No.
You're gonna have
See, but beauty comes from all things.
Okay, I'll throw
No one knows.
you a
I'll
bone.
tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
And she can reinforce and see if I'm right. I think the loyalist, honestly, is kind of a good thing. once somebody
Yeah.
has my faith and I put in,
Yeah.
it is unshakable. I mean, it is there
You're
forever.
there.
I am the person you can always come to, and I will absolutely be that rock anytime. And then 2, I think we're great organizers. I think we're great community builders because we want everybody to not feel the fear that we feel all the time. So let me help you feel included. Let me help you feel safe.
Yeah.
I want to make the environment for you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's well said.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm not going to say a word. That's yes.
I love it.
Awesome.
Oh.
So 5s,
Yep.
it would be like telling a 5, like, you know enough. Why
Yeah,
do you
they
need
don't
to read
believe that.
another book? Why do you need to keep learning about that?
Mhm.
Like, you know enough. And
No,
they're
there's
like,
Do,
but I don't.
But
Like,
I don't. They
there's
always think there's more. Mhm.
there'd
you
be
know?
no way to convince them
Mhm.
that they know enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you
There'd
remember
be
what
no-
I told you to put as your screensaver when you went to college?
Oh, you are enough?
Just enough.
Enough. That's what
Not
you
you are
said.
enough because you would keep doing and doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
And I
enough.
just know when it's enough.
No,
to
but I
stop
could.
studying.
That's why 5 is my wing. I
she's
could learn.
like, enough schmenough. Like, I don't even
Yep.
know what that means.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that word is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
There's
Okay.
no enough for
No.
the head center. So 7s,
Okay.
it's like you've
Okay.
had enough fun.
Yes, it's like
You
you've had
could
enough
have a
play, you've had enough
normal
trips. Mhm.
day, and it's like, ooh, because the anxiety produced when they stop chasing
Yeah,
high
Okay.
they
emotion
can't sit still.
is
Yeah.
too much to bear.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Okay.
Never enough. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
So
you can
5s.
see how. Go ahead.
Oh, so 5s. What would you say? Like, is something they need to? Do they need to eventually like realize? Okay, I've read enough. Okay, I've done.
I mean, 5s need people,
Mm.
and they need to kind of realize that they might have more energy than they realize to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The other thing about the centers is we all lead with a center and we all have a repressed center.
Mm.
So
Okay,
5s are doing repressed,
gotcha.
as are 9. So there's a 5s need to get out in the world and do with what they already know.
Mm.
Okay.
But they're like, well, I can't until I know more.
Yeah.
But that more never, the enoughness never comes.
Yeah. And then the 7s are they
Wow.
almost just like opposite,
Right.
Yeah.
right? Of that.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
going. And it's like, well,
Mhm.
why don't you stop and feel something? And they're like, I
Yeah.
think not. Why would I do that?
Yes.
Because they can reframe. They
Yeah.
can
Ah.
spin into something
Mhm.
better so automatically and easily.
Oh, that's
It's
so
like,
cool.
why would I turn toward sadness and grief and loss and whatever?
Mm.
Like, what?
What?
Yeah.
Man.
And 6s can relate to that too.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
why
No, you say that. I'm like, yeah, who wants to feel anything?
I'm like, oh,
Please.
please stop.
No, that's yucky. I don't need that.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Interesting though, 9s are thinking about feeling, not necessarily
Really
actually
feeling.
9s are very
Feeling.
logical.
Yeah, very logical. That
They'll
is
still
so
be
good.
like, you can just feel that. Meanwhile, they're like, I'm not feeling anything. But irritation and anger.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
But yes, we're all delightful. Okay, on to the next.
Yes,
Yes.
the body. Good. So 8, 9, and 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Their room for growth. They're,
Always.
yeah.
8s are real. They're just not. They're not feeling their feelings. They're not caring about anyone else's feelings, and they're just going, right? They've intuited what's correct, and they're going to get things done. They're very outcome focused.
Yeah.
So it's really not about the people. It's about what needs to get done, what's most important to them. And that can be obviously super useful, but obviously that can also be
Harmful.
rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? The people don't matter. The feelings don't matter. The objective is what matters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. 1s are so then the 8, the work obviously
Yeah.
is tough for them because they have to consider things that they don't think are important to consider.
Mm. Yeah. And focus
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have to touch into, most of us come to our work through pain, right?
Mhm.
Most of us aren't going to do our real work unless the strategies we're relying on have run up
Yes.
against
Yeah.
Mhm.
their
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
ones, it's tough for ones. I know. I
Yeah.
love one dearly. And so
Yes.
for him to actually consider something else might be right
Mm.
is a whole thing.
Oh no.
It's like he wants to know my feelings so he can determine if they're correct or not for the situation.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
Oh
He's
no.
like, sure, tell me what you think, but and feel. And
Yeah.
again, there's just this like boundary. So ones get to kind of like work with that and get a little softer.
Yeah.
Should they
Yeah.
choose?
Yes.
And the nines, I mean, Kelly, what do you think your work is?
I just,
What?
I see. Do I repress my feelings? Yeah.
Probably.
That's why I meditate.
But you do
No,
so much work.
but I do
too.
a lot of. I've done a lot of
You've
work,
done a lot of
and
work.
I've
Yeah.
because of things. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
Because of things. Exactly. Because of
Right.
life.
it's because of life, and
Yeah.
and I've always been very analytical.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
that's that the logic, I guess, coming through.
I'd be curious what that means to you because I think it's so different. Like, it's not like
Oh.
nines don't think.
No, no.
Yeah.
I just analyze. I look at everybody's situations.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Yes.
I
Well,
can
how are they
see that.
seeing?
How are they seeing that? How are they seeing that? And
Yes.
one of the most frustrating things for me as a 9 is I'm not just gonna squash somebody
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't like that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
And so I'll listen and I may say my opinion, but
So you'd rather squash
everybody
yourself.
thinks I agree with them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're squashing yourself.
That's the
Thanks.
note I just made. Because it's how are they seeing that? How are they seeing that? How are they seeing that? As opposed to
Yes.
how am I seeing this?
How am I seeing
Mhm.
this?
And then could I
Yeah.
believe enough that how I see it actually matters as
Yeah.
much as
And it
Somebody
has to be really big. And
Oh,
usually
yeah.
it's protected about somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
did
Okay.
that wrong. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come out now.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I know sometimes I've been aware that Sydney, she'll say, well, we'll all be deciding what we're all gonna have for dinner tonight, and
Yeah.
I'll say something and then somebody will say something else. And I'm like, oh, okay. And Sydney said, will say, Mom, remember you said,
It's like you said you wanted this.
so why don't we just stick with that?
Like,
And then what happens?
well, and then she's like,
Sometimes
it's
I
okay.
will, and
Maybe
sometimes I
next time. I'm
won't.
like,
Right.
no, we're gonna do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I
These are the-
imagine, Kelly, when you do say, there's probably an energetic cost.
For
Yeah.
yourself. Mm-hmm.
When you
Yes.
finally, it like comes up enough that it just comes out, there's probably
Yeah.
an energetic cost for you.
Yes.
You're like, I need to go to bed for a day.
You did, it's like, okay.
I always
That
thought that was
outburst.
weird. I always
Yeah.
think like how much rest you need is like
I
what the
know.
fuck you doing?
And, I was reading this book that will recommend The Road Back to You. I was looking at that again, and it was like 9s always find a place in their house for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I started
Every
looking back,
house.
and that is so true.
So true.
My husband
knew
does
Even
that
as a
too.
kid,
Mhm.
Really?
I found a spot.
Wow.
That's so bizarre.
Really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
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 And I make it boring so nobody else wants to be in there now.
Oh, we still
As
go
the
in
kids
there.
were older, and I'd go, well, this isn't the fun room, And so
Because
Get
it's
out
a
of there.
place where you can just find your peace.
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Funny, I never thought of it as repressing feelings. I just thought it was being calm.
I can't even believe it. So good. Yep. That's
Oh,
it.
amazing. Okay, let's do the heart center
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Heart center.
Heart.
3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. There
2,
you
3, 4. Yeah.
So you can kind of guess where we're going. We know that the
Mhm.
image center can't hold on to their own image of themselves.
Mhm.
So their work is to try to do that, right? For
Yeah.
twos to really know, to trust that they are loving.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean they have to do stuff to earn that love. Like
Mm,
to let people love them
yeah.
and to really turn their love inward.
Yeah.
So it kind of becomes real love and not like a love performance, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
The twos really need to be particularly special in people's lives, which is why
Yes.
I think the
Yeah.
advisor is sometimes easier for twos to find themselves because they don't all want to bake casseroles. They don't all want to
Yeah.
do the things.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them really just want to give you advice and
I like
have
that.
you,
Yes.
and their advice is very special. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
so for them to not do that is when
Yeah.
they're going to start really contacting their shame, and they don't want to do that.
Gotcha.
Because who wants to contact their
Yeah.
core
Yeah.
emotion?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So
That is
threes
so fascinating.
Yeah.
get to, and they're just very resistant to it because they would have to
Mhm.
set down performing to go inside
Right. Right.
Mm.
and get just kind of real with themselves and who they are and some of
Mhm.
the impact of their feeling. Because threes take their own feelings and just set them aside.
Yeah.
They don't need them to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
So they can read the room and know what people are feeling, but
And
they're
then
not
go.
doing anything with that feeling. They're just like, good to know. And here's my feeling.
Oh,
Whatever.
Right.
light bulb. Yeah.
So then they can
Mhm.
adjust their
Yes.
performance
To the
to
room.
The
the room.
room.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very good at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then fours, just got to figure out, decide
Mm-hmm.
who they are, what makes them unique, and try to hold on to that in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. To
I
go
feel like
with
I
you.
teach fours the worst because I just don't.
They're hard
I
to
don't-
understand.
Yeah.
It's just kind of their deal, right? They're like,
Yeah.
that's right.
that is their deal.
I can't be understood.
I can't.
Yeah. This is, it's fascinating as a parent
Mm,
because I was very aware of, I'm not going to shame my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do not believe in
Or
shame
guilt.
anybody.
Guilt was
I
a
don't,
big thing too.
and guilt. And yet, when you have a two, it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a parent, I was like,
hence I think we come wired.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, so it's like, okay,
Right.
then.
Right.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps to go,
So
Because I don't like the teaching that's like, yeah, so you were taught at a certain age that your achievements were that. I'm like, I think it
no.
all starts way before any of that.
I think it does. And then things can play into it.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
think of my 9 and how you felt like you weren't seen as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I had 2 older brothers, and then there was me. My dad would spend all the time on the sports with them, and my sports was play. Theirs was serious, and that. So it was
Yes.
this. So it just
It
added
just brings
to
it
it.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
So it
Yeah.
was already there, but then it can enhance it.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
So that I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So do you think it's beneficial, like, for everybody to try and, maybe not everybody, but like if you're in a family and they're into Enneagram stuff, like getting to know each other's types and getting in on that so you can help. But like, do you see Enneagram as being a relational tool, or do you like to see it more as like, how do you help yourself?
I see it as both.
Okay.
But that's how I'm wired. So I see it through my lens. If you get someone in an office corporate context and they're going to use it for different purposes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My personal bent is it's personal work for relationships. That's how. So I don't think we can improve our relationships without doing our own work.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do think it's for relationships at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can relate.
I'm very relational. So like, of course I do, you know, I don't know how else.
Yes.
I don't know how else to want to do it.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, well, you need it to get more stuff done, right? So if I put people in the right role for them, then we can be more efficient. Might be kind of a more corporate, one-ish, eight-ish use.
Corporate take, but
yeah.
Yeah, but what I like about what I have found helpful in it is that it shows me I can tell now when I'm under stress, right? And like when I was and because I do lose myself with others.
Yeah, you do.
Can I tell that when I moved in? When Sydney and Charles moved in with us, I went to a therapist because I said I'm going to lose myself.
So
and I need to know my boundary.
Yes.
Because I don't want my life to be that, because that's not, I want to be the grandma.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do any,
Yeah.
I want to continue with my life.
Yeah.
Whatever I do outside of that. But I knew me, and it'd be easy for me to go, okay, I'll just sit here and you tell me what you need, and that's not healthy for anybody.
No.
But that's where the Enneagram, knowing me, helped.
Yeah. And just that awareness of I want to take care of myself during this transition is just such a grown perspective.
Oh, yay. Yes. So good. Well, and I think it's really good. And I do think understanding people knowing where their core almost motivate. I mean, because you're motivated to not be around your, whatever hurts you, whatever, shame, fear, whatever. It's like, it's good to know that because then it's like, well, why do I always act this way? Why do I always spiral? It's like, well, because I'm afraid of, whatever, this situation could mean, or I'm afraid. So I think it's helpful to know that. So then it helps you pinpoint your feelings, I feel like, a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it gets us into ourselves and our own work. My sort of broad thought is all adults need like a fresh emotional education. We need some emotional maturity in the room. And I think that's what the Enneagram can really teach. It's like, where are you immature in terms of your emotional development?
Yeah.
And where can you mature? And this is all very sexy of me because I think it would be better if people had their emotional houses in order.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So there's my little soapbox. Probably what I'm actually trying to do in the world is helps, because sixes need to wrestle with their fear so that they can actually bring what they have to the world. I have yet to meet a six that I'm like, okay, your view of what you're bringing here and what you're actually bringing are such a mismatch. And we need you, right? Like nines, it's like we actually need your perspectives, not just your space creating.
Yes. Which has a place. But
which what? Yeah.
Which has a place, like it is good to be.
It's lovely. It's wonderful.
Yes. But
how many perspectives are we losing out on?
Yeah.
Because nines don't think their perspective matters beyond just what's for dinner,
Yeah.
Anyway, there I went into my
Yes, no. Yeah.
So is there a test?
Oh yeah, that you prefer? Do you have like an Enneagram test?
Yeah, tests are terrible because they're you can only test for behavior. You can't test for motivation. But I will say I do like the one on the Enneagram Institute.
Okay.
That's a paid one, so
$12.
Okay.
Eclectic Energies tends to get pretty decent ish results, and there's one on truity.com that does pretty well.
Okay.
But tests are always, I just think of as a starting point.
Yeah.
They kind of show you who you're not first.
Okay.
Tests are like, oh, okay, I'm high in these, so maybe I want to look there. Probably not those bottom two.
Yeah.
Right. So do you have any like then books or reading material and stuff you like people
The Road Back to You is a decent starter. Good
Mhm.
primer. Personality Types by Riso and Hudson is good.
Okay.
This one is new, Around the Circle. They have lots of great Enneagram content.
Okay.
And they
Okay.
have a new book that's really good. So the other thing to look for is look for the number that makes you kind of cringe.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you're reading it and you have no sense, if you're like, that sounds great, then that's not your number. I'm sorry. to
Yeah.
tell you. Like it should reveal something that you're like, I don't want people to know that
That about
type
me.
of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's
Otherwise,
good.
you've picked a number that makes you feel comfortable, and that's not.
That's not
That's
it.
not
That's
it.
not it. That's a good way
Yeah.
to
Like
go
when they
about it.
call you a sloth in one of the books.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's terrible.
It's just rude. It's just
It's
rude.
just rude. And
It's
it's just, and it, yeah.
But yeah.
How do you feel about sloth, Kelly, before we sixes let you up the
I
hook?
really liked him, but but it was like, but I don't want to be one.
You're like, I love
They
sloths.
just
They're
kind of hang
adorable.
around and move slow, but no, it's like
Okay.
that sounds so lazy.
Yeah.
But I'm not lazy.
Most of the time.
It looks
I
like
know,
lazy to
I know.
you, and I'm not.
You're not. You're not.
Because I think a lot when I read and
You think a lot.
I do stuff that
Yes.
you don't see.
It is interesting how we just our thoughts about our thoughts about others. Like 9 show us actually that we can rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the other 8 numbers need to take a page out of that book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
For real.
actually you can just rest
And
and the world's not going to fall apart. You
Right.
probably can just kick that can a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes. Yes.
Have to handle it right now.
No, that is true. That is very true.
Very
Oh
true.
my
Every
The
God.
essence of each number is holding some truth
Mhm.
about
Mhm.
humanity that we can
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And what I like is, and I'm going to bring it back with
Yeah.
this, is that it's a way to connect with
Mhm.
our source.
Yeah.
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 You know, that
Definitely.
divine within us,
Mhm.
Yes.
that we're born with, that is there,
Yes.
Yeah.
that we cover up to
Yeah.
protect ourselves.
Right.
And if we can crack that open
Mhm.
or let that come through a little bit more and connect with that,
Definitely.
I think that's the difference with this than any other.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I
Is
totally
that.
agree. It is that spiritual element that makes it unique
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
in
Yeah.
the world of personality types.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So,
We'll make sure to link again your Instagram website, all the stuff, your podcast, so people
Yeah.
can listen, especially if they're a type 6,
Right.
for sure. Or if they have a type 6 in their life, it'll probably help.
I'm going to do an episode soon on like how to love your type 6.
Yes,
So-
you
Oh,
should.
good.
Oh,
Good.
Send it your way when I.
Yes,
when I
please.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll have fun.
Yes, for sure.
Alright.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Kristin. It was so good to
Yes.
speak with you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you both. This was so much fun.
Good time. Yes. So we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Let me take a breath and take a listen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of An Incomplete Guide to Personal Growth. There are many ways you can stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at An Incomplete Guide Podcast, where you can sign up for our email list and get posts that delve deeper into our weekly topics. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast page wherever you listen to your podcasts. We would really appreciate a rating and sharing us with your family and friends.
We're so glad you chose to spend your time with us and hope there was a thought, a resource, or a laugh that you can take on your journey. We'll be here every Tuesday for you to take a breath and take a listen.